This is will massage the wrist so you can point to that cabinet. Ooh, you want to get that cabinet ready. That pointed finger up and down and up and down and stretch and stretch. Don't let these fingers get too tired. It supports this finger.
Right. Can you massage my other hand?
Have you ever noticed how people love their house when they first buy it?
But realize how quickly the honeymoon stage is over.
The 80s were a great era. However, I don't really want to live in the 80s anymore.
It's a space that we've come to hate.
I want to walk into my house and really love it every single time.
It's demo time. There it is.
That's cool. We're Paul and Susan Kadilak, and we run Kadilak Homes.
I think it looks pretty good there.
I know you do.
Together, we've transformed hundreds of properties to help homeowners rekindle the magic. Take those blindfolds off.
Oh my God. Running a growing company while raising a busy family isn't always easy.
You smell like beef and cheese plus more beef.
And we never quite know what Paul's going to do next.
This is baloney. But when we help homeowners fall back in love with their homes,
It's all worth it.
Speechless. Thank you.
this isn't just renovation.
It's Renovation Rekindle.
That's beautiful. I know we're on our afternoon crunch here, so where are we going now?
So we're going to Matt and Charlene's house. I'm very excited about this one because Matt's part of our team and he has seen a lot of renovations happen, so it's going to be fun.
Hopefully he likes it.
I hope he does.
I'm Matt,
And I'm Charlene.
and we've fallen out of love with our home.
I've grown up here my whole life, and the kitchen has been the same for 25 years, so it's time for a little upgrade.
I think one of the biggest problem is having a lack of open concept to the house.
So the house is a ranch, and the thing that they just don't like about it is that the kitchen is dated. They're young, they're fun, they want a modern kitchen. They want something where when you walk in the house, it's got like that wow factor. And right now the kitchen, I mean, it's nice, but it's not theirs, you know, and I think that's tough, especially when a house has been in the family because it was her parents.
Right, they
Right.
feel like it's their house.
Right, they don't want to feel like they're in her mom's house. They want to feel like they're in their own house. So this room, it still has the original swirly ceiling, so we are going to get rid of those. And then the fireplace is also original. They want to dress that up. Gas insert and just redo the whole
Full
fireplace.
bore.
Yeah.
Are we changing this thing? Or are they keeping this?
No, that's new. Those are the colors that we're going to bring into the kitchen.
Get to the chopper!
So right now you've got the wall between the kitchen and the living room. So that kind of blocks off having an open space. There's only 2 windows on the kitchen wall, so we're gonna add a lot of windows.
Yeah, it's very dark over there.
Yeah. And then these cabinets were painted. They were trying to freshen it up. These were Mom's cabinets.
I believe that.
Yeah.
There's also like no room here.
Yeah, it's a little narrow. So I think like getting rid of that wall, this will open up nicely.
Then you got this tiny table.
Yep.
If Matt's in-laws are gonna be here, they want enough room that they can all sit and have breakfast.
Right.
If Matt's in-laws decide to come over, oh, Matthew, do you want some tea? Hold on. Do you want 1 bag or 2? Do you want a lump of sugar?
Oh, thanks, honey.
All right.
You're the best.
You have that. Enjoy that tea. There's plenty more
I
if you
will.
want some. Don't make me get you with the spoon.
And then there's another room off the kitchen that right now is just kind of a catch-all room. So this little room is kind of a weird nothing room. They've got shoes in here, they've got a closet. I want to make this space a mudroom, a pantry, and a little wet bar area.
Squeezing quite a bit into a small space.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cute though. I think it'll work. Basically in this room, to get everything that I want to get in here, we have to gut this room and relocate all the windows and doors.
Right, these 2 rooms right now are like, you have an extension cord and a plug. And you're trying to plug them in and you're just short. You're like, and they're not connecting. We need to take these 2 rooms, plug them in so that it all connects.
We're going to make it not weird. That's the plan for this room.
We're here at the Next Generation Project to hopefully not do what most next generations do and disappoint.
So true, honey.
It's demo time. I gotta go with them. Demo time! failed to bring sandpaper with me today because typically you don't have sandpaper when you're doing demo. Sometimes you gotta operate in the field with what you got. The homeowner asked us if we could refinish floors. I think that the stain is pretty dark on this wood. To redo these floors, like sand them down and try to do them a natural finish. So what this is telling me is that the stain is so ingrained that it's so deep into it, to just sand these floors down and try to finish them a natural polyurethane, it's not gonna look right. You're gonna have these little pieces of stain sticking in it. So if they wanna redo that finish and make it look natural, we're gonna have to rip everything out. That's a lot of concrete. That's a full concrete floor. Oh, never mind. It's not. It's hardwood. I mean, it's plywood. You tricked me.
So this door is going to come out, this closet is going to go, the door is going to move over here, all the walls are going to get in here. In the kitchen, all this flooring, all the way down to the subfloor is going to come up. All the cabinets are coming out. This whole wall is coming down. So we're going to strip both sides of this wall. This ceiling is coming down. These floors are coming up. And then this whole mantle, we're going to redo the whole fireplace. So all this trim is going to come down too. So today we're going to talk about the whole new design. I'm going to show you the new floor plan and how the whole space is going to change right when you walk in the front door. This was your parents' house, right? Is this the house you grew up in?
Yes.
Yeah. How do your parents feel about you renovating the house?
They're excited.
Are they?
They are.
So the biggest change we're going to make is right when you walk in the door, that wall is going to be completely gone. And in that front living room, we're going to update the ceiling. We're going to update the fireplace. We're going to do a dark tile from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. And then we're going to put a couple built-ins on either side of the fireplace. So now when you walk in, that fireplace is still going to be the focal point, but you're going to have a look that's going to bring your eyes all the way up. And that dark tile, we're going to see that in the island. So kind of as you turn to the kitchen, you've got a nice big island with plenty of seating. And then on that back wall, we're going to add a ton of windows. And then as you kind of travel down that back line of the house, we're going to add a full glass door and then another window. So that whole back wall of the house, you're just going to come in and be able to kind of see right outside.
It's so crazy being able to see all of it because that little wall that divided the kitchen,
Right.
my mom would always be like peeking her head around being like, what are you guys doing in there? Because she couldn't see through when she was trying to cook dinner. So it'll be really cool to just be able to be all one.
Right. No more hiding behind the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that room that you have right now on the side that you're not really doing anything with, we're going to take that and kind of split it up into a few different areas. So we'll have the mudroom with the bench, cubbies, and then we'll do a little closet so that if there's stuff that you want to store, that you want to hide away, you'll have room to do that. And then behind that, we're going to do the pantry. We'll have a sliding frosted glass door. And then tucked over in the corner, we're going to create a little area for the adult beverages. So you'll have an under cabinet refrigerator, a little sink. We'll do a nice backsplash and then do some shelving here so you have some storage. And then this was actually the tile that we were looking at for that backsplash. Did you guys want it, you think, like square like that, or do you think you want it like in a diamond shape?
I like the square.
Yeah.
You both like the square? All right, awesome. So what do you guys think about the whole design?
Oh, I love the design. I love how open the design is and how it makes the house feel all as one instead of broken up into little pieces. Everything has a spot while still being one.
Especially too, like that was kind of my battle when giving you feedback was how to not make it, you know, obviously we're still not living in a $2 million home, but we can kind of design it to fit, you know, kind of where we're living by our standards, so.
But you have $2 million taste, Matt.
Just crunching
So
that.
we want you to feel like you're in a $2 million
Yeah, no, I think that definitely checked the box. So.
All right, well, I'm really excited that you guys like everything, and I can't wait to get started and make this a reality.
Love it.
We're here at the Next Gen project. We ended up getting the beam in, and Susan said, while you guys are at it, I think I want to raise the living room ceiling. because obviously she doesn't hit a wall, she hits a ceiling. I don't know how many guys out there whose wives actually hand them a 2x6 with a drawing on it, but mine does. So this morning she handed this to me and said, I had to meet Dave here so we could start working on the ceiling detail. So step 1, black dot in the center. We accomplished that. Step 2, start making all these boxes here to get the coffer ceiling going. And step 3 is the crown detail, which will go up after we get all the boxes built. So let's make some boxes. Sometimes when Dave measures, I just like to draw extra lines and see if he just cuts in the wrong place. When it comes from the lumber yard, sometimes it's not a straight cut, so we want to cut it straight so we know that it's straight. See how we did here? We got the third box of the first set going in. If this works, we're gonna just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste all the way down.
It's a very complicated numbering system.
We just gotta finish putting up the crown molding, a couple more pieces left around the perimeter. Then we get these boxes here where we get this trim, only a few more left on that, and then the ceiling is done. We've made some really good progress at this project over the last couple of weeks. The ceiling's painted, the fireplace tile's up, we got some cabinets in, we just gotta finish putting this island in, put the doors on, some handles, and then we're rounding third, heading to home.
We're ready for that beast?
I think so. It clearly states on the box, Dave, too, that this is a team lift.
Team lift.
Team lift.
Well, could I get the light end?
I know. Everybody loves these farmhouse sinks, but they don't really know what's entailed to actually put one of these in. It's a lot of work, but they do look awesome. Flush. Look at that. Didn't your mother always tell you to have clean drawers? You know, if you, certain cabinet companies, their doors can be very calm. They call them docile. You know that?
Docile?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is probably one of the greatest inventions for putting cabinet hardware on, because a lot of the ones they sell at the big box stores, I like to call them small box stores, but Susan's always calling them big box stores. But anyway, what about a medium box store? Do those exist? They have medium box stores there?
It's a hardware store.
But anyway, this beautiful invention actually is incredible, because usually they sell in those stores we all know as some type of box, plastic ones, and they move and they swell. But this is all made out of metal, and you can make very finite adjustments. Will give me dead center once I set it to this cabinet pull right here. That way we can get a handle on this. Drilling holes is boring. I did this so when Dave comes back, it's like looking in a mirror.
What is going on, guys?
Progress.
It looks awesome.
Progress.
I
that's
can
what's
see
going on.
that. We got our island, we got our sink in, we got
Yep.
handles going in, the hood's up. I love the hood. So after you guys are done here, you guys are gonna move on here to the wet bar,
Yep.
where we're gonna make the spot for all of their adult beverages. So we're gonna have the sink, fridge, some kind of shelf up here, and then in the pantry, we're gonna put these wall cabinets on the bottom because we're gonna have a lot of depth. And then I have these adorable little shelf brackets. Look how cute they are.
Isn't that gas fittings?
I mean, they're like pipe.
Be careful, Mario and Luigi might pop out of those.
And I'm
And
out.
leave.
Goodbye. Goodbye, people.
Exit, stage left.
Stage left.
See, this is a nice straight edge. See this here? It's a nice scribed edge. So because the wall isn't perfect, it's got to be scribed for all those little imperfections in the wall so it looks laser straight. One screw there, a couple doors, things ready. So we're gonna have a little fridge where Dave is. So Dave's a fridge right now. He's playing a fridge on TV.
Because I'm cold-hearted.
True.
So the design here is very black and white. There's not a ton of color, and we want to keep it that way because that's the look that they wanted. So in order to soften it up, we're going to add a lot of textures, which means pillows, blankets, and other things that are going to soften up the space.
The project's finally done. All we have to do is stage it. So I'm basically gonna do what Susan tells me to do, which I do anyway, and then we can show Matt and Charlene.
It's very smart, honey. Matt and Charlene are on their way, and we're super excited to show them the house finally, but they've been waiting a long time, and we're excited that they can finally see it.
They'll love it.
Hey guys,
Hello.
very exciting day.
Yes.
It's been a long road, but it's never short enough.
Right. So what are the things you guys hated about the house before?
There were so many walls blocking you off, and now that we tried to have some friends over, I'd be like in the kitchen cooking, and they'd all be laughing in the living room. And I was like, oh, this is why my mom hated it. Like, being in the kitchen, not being able to see us, hearing screams, banging, being like, what's going on? Good to know if that's our future, I won't have that same problem.
No, now you're definitely going to know what's going on. What are you excited to say?
I think just being able to have everything open again and being able to see everything going on and enjoy the same space with each other.
All right, here's your blindfolds, guys. Charlene, you're with me.
Yeah, hold on.
This is
Wait,
like the buddy
wait,
system.
hold on.
So you're going to go right here.
Hold
I
on,
won't
Matt.
let you fall.
Gonna come
Paul,
right.
you're in charge of Matt.
Yeah, okay, you're next to Charlene's
All
right
right,
here.
shutting the door.
So it's been a long road, I would say, right?
I can't wait to throw the hot plate away.
But we're here now. It's
Yeah.
finally done. You guys are getting your house back today.
Yes.
So are you guys ready to see your house?
We're ready.
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
Definitely.
Yes.
Take those blindfolds off.
Holy.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Are you crying, Matt?
Whoa.
Worth the wait.
Yeah. It is.
Whoa.
It's okay. Give each other a hug. It's okay. Me and Susan don't do that. We, we tell other people to do it.
Holy crap.
No, really.
One of the big things we did in this house was the kitchen and just opening up the whole space. By taking the wall down, that immediately just opens up the whole area so that you can have an open living space. And then the other thing we did was open up the whole back wall.
I can't believe how many cabinets and everything there are with like this whole wall still being open. There's so many. You can like see the backyard now.
We did the charcoal island, and then the hood matches the island. We did the wood accent just to add a little bit of warmth.
I feel like it's crazy because it feels like there's more stuff in here, but at the same time there's less stuff, but it feels so much bigger.
Everything fits and everything will have a home now.
You can have people in here without being in your way.
Yes.
And there'll be no more telling jokes in the living room that you
Yeah.
don't hear. You're gonna hear them all now.
Yeah.
The old fireplace, we totally redid the whole mantle. We brought the black tile from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. We did this nice coffered ceiling. We did a low profile So it gives it the detail, but it still feels like a higher ceiling. And then next to the fireplace on either side, we did these built-ins. They're flip top, so you have storage, and it also adds some wood, which warms up the room since there's a lot of black and white.
I really like how that came out. It almost looks like kind of one big statement piece on with the black.
I was always nervous with Matt liking the modern taste of everything being white, that it would feel cold.
Right.
But I think having the built-ins have that wood just really bring that comfort into the living room.
Paul actually picked out this rug. He said, how about this rug? I was like, yes. It's like perfect.
Black's perfect, yeah.
So you got a little design in you.
You got a little bit.
Okay.
I got lucky.
You guys ready to see the old catch-all room? We took this room and broke it up into 3 different spaces. One thing that we did was add a mudroom. The color of the cabinetry, most importantly, matches the island and matches the hood because this is all one open space.
I love how
a lot
we'll
of
have this to keep
space.
stuff. Like you said, the baskets of hats, gloves, keys, purses.
Exactly.
It's always a problem for me. I'm like, where do I put my purse? I just throw it anywhere.
We added the wet bar. I know you had the lovely bar cart set up before. There's a lot of detail in this little corner. We have a honed countertop, which is cool, gives you some texture. We have a black hammered sink. We have a fun black and white tile. And then we brought some wood in with a live edge shelf and some black brackets.
I like that, looks awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I love all the texture and things, so it doesn't just feel like sterile and smooth.
None of our projects would be complete without a pantry.
Wow,
Whoa,
that is way
it's so much bigger than I
thought.
thought it was gonna be.
That is
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
We were able to get some cabinets in here, some countertop, some shelving. We've got lots of hooks, so there's lots of places to store stuff.
It's so big in there.
We were gonna buy a microwave and she said that was gonna be the only thing that was gonna fit there.
I was like, what are we doing in there? It looks so pretty in here, I don't want to use this. It just looks so nice.
So does this look how you guys imagined?
I don't even think I could have imagined it looking like this, honestly. This is just insane.
Yeah, there's no cons.
There's no cons. I like that. I like that comment.
I'm so happy that we did this, and it does feel like our house now, because it did still feel like I was in my childhood and my parents' home.
It'll be cool too to see, like, obviously like, we can feel one way now, but then like once you have people over and stuff like that, it's kind of a whole different scenario.
It's cool when people text us and be like, we had our first party, and we're like, how, and they're like, it was awesome, because you're just sitting there smiling because you know what it looks like, and you're like happy to have people over now.
Well, congratulations,
Thank you
guys,
so
and
much.
we are like, thank you for trusting us
Yes.
and
Yes.
going through.
Yes.
I know the process is not always fun,
Super long
but
process.
hopefully
Worth
it's
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have one goal: to make your friends jealous. Hello, and thank you for joining us. If you would like to see more of our projects, you can go to
CadillacHomes.com.